I'm first going to look at you in the impact position because it's the most important. Everything the ball does, how far it goes, how high it goes, how much it spins and curves, is a direct response to the laws of physics in motion at the brief moment of impact. On the left is Tiger hitting an iron. This is video I took at last year's US Open. On the right is Grant Wade hitting a driver. Grant was a PGA Tour player during the 90s and now is one of the top instructors of tour players. Grant's teaching partner is a good friend of mine, Joe Mayo, who lives in Las Vegas. Grant was considered by many as having one of the best and most fundamentally sound golf swings. While on tour, he always had some of the best ball striking statistics. At impact, they both have the majority of their weight on the left side. In fact, the average pro will have 85 to 90% of their weight on the left side at impact. I've drawn a red box from the center of their ankles to the top of their head, and you can see that the red line off their left foot is passing right through their belt buckle, showing how the center of their mass is right on top of their left foot. They both have extended arms through impact. Their elbows are close together and not separating. Having extended arms and weight forward allows them to control the low point of their arc of their swing. When hitting the iron, this fundamental allows the placement of the low point to be in front of the ball, so that they hit the ball first and then the ground, producing the maximum compression of the golf ball. These fundamentals also allows for the highest level of consistency in controlling the face angle and club path during impact, so that you in turn have the highest level of consistency in hitting whatever optimal ball flight you want. Okay, Dennis, here you're at impact, comparing you to Tiger. First thing we are going to look at is the distribution of your weight. Tiger has the majority of his weight on his left side. The line coming off his left ankle is passing almost through the center of his body, next to his belt buckle. You can see how his hip is well outside that line of the box. His hands are all the way up on top of his left foot. If I draw a box from the center of your ankles to the top of your head, you can see how you actually have more weight on your back foot than you do your front foot. Tiger has more weight on his left foot than he does his right foot. So your weight shift is reversed. You have what we call a reverse weight shift in your golf swing. And it's clear to me what you need to work on first is your weight shift, is work on how your lower body moves through a golf swing. Here I have you on the right getting ready to start your swing, and on the left I have you at impact. And when you look at the two pictures, you almost look identical in that you hit the ball almost in the same position that you started your swing, your setup. And so what you want to have is a more dynamic move through the golf ball. I'm now going to look at your post-impact move. Let's start with Tiger. As Tiger comes through, when his arm is parallel to the ground, you're going to see his white glove underneath his right hand. He's crossed his wrist. His chest is pretty much facing the target. His belt buckle's facing the target. You can see a strong angle in this leg here as he drives and turns that hip around. As I take you to this position where your right arm is parallel to the ground, you also have turned your wrist over. You can see the left hand coming up. You've kept your elbows close together. So from the waist up, if I were to draw a box from the waist up and compared the way you look from the waist up to the way Tiger looks from the waist up, y'all look fairly similar. You've got a nice extension in that right arm. Your elbows are close together. Your wrists are crossed. Your chest is pointing basically in the same direction that Tiger's pointing. So from your upper body has learned and moves correctly through a golf swing. But if you look at the lower body, that's where we see a big difference. Tiger is not flat-footed on this back foot. That foot has come off the ground. It's only the edge of his big toe is on the ground. You still are very flat-footed in this back foot. You still have a lot of weight on that back foot. Tiger's right pocket is way up here, closer to his left foot, and your right pocket is still hanging back, almost where you started. If I were to continue now up to the finish, as Tiger completes his swing and rotates, continues the rotation. Now we see his classic finish as you swing and finish. Again, if we looked at the swing from the waist up, you're facing the target, your eyes are facing the target, your chest is facing the target, your belly button's facing the target. You've got your hands over to the left side of your head. You've bent the right arm. You certainly have a lot of parts of your upper body movements that look very similar to the pros. But if you look at the lower body, completely different action going on. You still are very flat-footed, and Tiger is on the tip of his toe. So he's got all of his weight going right up through his leg. He is standing on that left leg. That left leg is his balance post. He's posting up on that left leg. If I drew the line straight up from his ankle through up to the ground, up to the belt buckle, he's right on top of it. If I drew the same line off of your center of your ankle, you're way behind it. You're falling backwards. This is the one thing you need to work on. This is the one thing that you need to learn, how to move your lower body. The way you move your hands and arms are very good. You release your hands well. You crisscross. You keep your elbows together. I usually have to work on that with people. They don't have that piece. You have some high fundamentals in the way your hands move through a golf ball. But you don't have the right foundation with your lower body to swing the way it's going to facilitate a good shot. I know you made a commitment to work on your game when you came to the golf school. The purpose of the golf school is to identify the one or two key things that you need to work on. It's not my job to tell you about a fundamental. It's my job to help you experience the fundamental. Once you experience the fundamental, then you can start to execute the fundamental. I know a lot of drills to help you learn how to get off of that back foot, how to swing and finish more like Tiger. You're going to see a remarkable, immediate improvement in your ball striking once I show you these sophisticated moves. They're sophisticated. It's a high-level fundamental, but it's not going to be difficult for you to learn them. You're too good an athlete not to be able to do this. So this is the one piece that I need you to work on. And so I enjoyed working with you during the school. I hope I have an opportunity to continue to work with you to help you continue to improve your